Hello.
Welcome back to Driver's Training.
I'm Suzy.
I'm Audrey.
And we have lots to talk about today.
Yeah, this is episode 16.
That's pretty sick.
I know.
We're almost to 20.
Thank you for 75 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes!
I told Suzy we're going to hit 100 by the end of the summer, so...
Yeah, I was like... Not that I didn't believe it, but I was like, that just seems like a lot. Like, it took so long to get to 50, but it's exponential.
The traction is, like, it's climbing.
Mm-hmm. So that's very exciting.
Yeah.
I feel good today. I have an ice water. I have a coffee. It's hot out again, which is really miserable.
It's not hot in here, though.
Yeah, it feels good in here, but I biked here.
True.
Again. I feel like I've been kind of in my, like, sustainable era. Like, I biked here. I brought a thermos to put my coffee in, and so I, like, showed up at the coffee shop, like, hey, could you, like, put it in this instead?
Mm-hmm.
And... yeah, also speaking of sustainability, we just had a yard sale.
We did. We had it literally yesterday, and it was awesome. It was at Suzy's house. We just originally she set it up in the backyard, and I showed up a little later because I had an apartment tour at my apartment. We'll go into that later. But, yeah, I made $50 selling some stuff.
Me
Was
and
hoping,
Bree. Oh,
yeah. Bree also made $50.
no, I think she made 25. Oh wait, no, she made more
50.
because she got Venmo.
Yeah.
You're right.
But yeah, I wish I sold more because my suitcase that I brought over is like still full, and I'm really surprised that I was able to sell $50 worth of stuff and my suitcase still be that heavy.
Yeah, I think we may have flopped a little bit on the timing because it's still like July 4th weekend, and so I think a lot of people were out of town. So maybe it wasn't the smartest day to do it. There just wasn't a ton of foot traffic, and I guess my street is kind of quiet anyway. But there were also like a million competing garage sales. Like there were so many signs and like chalk messages on the sidewalk pointing to other people's houses, and I'm like, damn, like
we should have thought of that.
Yeah, like the kids are actually onto something.
Yeah.
And there was like another girl selling lemonade like around the
Rosalind
corner.
pulled up to our yard sale and she was like, listen, and she had
lemonade
a glass
in
of
hand.
lemonade from our competitor, and she was like, but she has the fresh fruit in the lemonade.
There was like a frozen like strawberry or something in it, and it looked so yummy.
Yeah.
I think we ended up only selling 1 cup of lemonade for $5.
Yeah. We were like, well, you can have it for $1, and he just gave us a $5, and like he was also like, thank you guys. No, wait, friends.
I could not get a read on his energy. I couldn't tell if he was like, I mean, I feel like he was on something.
I think he was just drunk.
Some kind of substance. Yeah, because didn't he say he was like on his way to the bar?
Yeah.
And it was like 1 p.m.
Yeah, he was giving freak
not
energy.
to judge, but he just pulled up and was like, he was looking at all
spawned
our
out of
stuff,
nowhere,
and he kept like if you're watching the video,
like just putting his hands over his face and be like, oh my god.
Yeah,
he
was so excited. He kept like gasping and like turning and looking. Like it feels like when I'm like faking reactions to things to like be funny.
Yeah,
but he was just genuinely, he's like, sorry guys, I'm like really emotional.
Yeah, he was like, I'm really emotional. I know my wife's feet in centimeters, so I can get these shoes.
He asked how like big the shoes were in centimeters, and I'm like, what is going on? And he was like, not European.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know, it was really
American
weird.
Man. It was really strange, but he was one of like 10 people maybe that stopped, which is kind of sad because we were open for like probably like 6 hours.
Yeah,
we were out for a while.
We originally said 11 to 2, but we were open from like 11 to 5.
Yeah, we kind of went crazy.
Yeah,
but I met this amazing mom. I can't stop thinking about her.
She had great energy.
Shout out Lisa. She rides up on a bike with her daughter, and they just like park their little bikes and start doing some shopping, and they just have such good like banter. And like she's just like a very cool mom. Like I feel like she was definitely a little bit older. But she dressed like, it was so 90s, like some little like green khaki like capris, like a brown tank top, like very earth tone, very natural. She had the Onitsuka tiger like flats, shoes, which are like so popular now, but you could tell that they were worn and old, so she had them from like before they were like trending or whatever. And she was like hitting her jewel.
It was awesome.
I'm actually in love with her. I think like I'm obsessed, but I also think like I just looked at her and I was like, this is exactly the kind of mom that I want to be.
Yeah. She reminded me of Rosalind's mom, so if you know her, you know.
If you know Rosalind's mom.
If you know Rosalind's mom, then you definitely get the vibe.
Yeah, but I'm obsessed. It turns out she lives like right on the other side of our alley.
Yeah, she saw Suzy's post in like our community Facebook group.
You know what? Facebook, like, I get it. I get why young kids aren't on there anymore and why it's kind of lame. But when it comes to Facebook Marketplace, or when it comes to like little like community groups,
that's where it's at.
I actually think it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I love Marketplace. I feel like we've talked about Marketplace before.
So much.
But like also I used Facebook a lot in college because that's like how you would know about the parties and like events going on funny, campus.
Like that people would put like their birthday parties on Facebook. Like I would put like make up an event for my birthday party on Facebook.
Yeah, I would too.
That's so silly.
And like I don't know if it's just because it's like a post-COVID thing, but like no one does that anymore. But also you can find out about like local farmers market stuff through Facebook events. I don't know, it's fun. I like it. But I feel like when I was a kid, I just used Facebook to like spam like as many pages as possible.
Yeah.
And it would be pages that would be like this if you like cheese.
Yeah, literally. It's like, well, I do, so I have to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because I'll always click on the like see my memories thing when it pops up and it shows like here's what you posted this day like 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Oh god.
But it's crazy when I see shit from like 13 years ago.
To think that like you had social media then.
That's like half my life ago. Like I've had social media for half my life, which feels really, really disgusting. And I want my iPhone to blow up.
I'm looking at my memories right now.
Oh, let's see if we have anything good. I feel like I always posted about like, I don't know, I'd be like, I'm bored, who wants to hang? And then there'd be no comments. Or I would post something, I think I talked about this already, but specifically to get the attention of my brother's friend who I had a crush on.
That's right,
like, I just watched Inception, like, best movie ever, like, knowing that he was just talking about Inception, like...
12 years ago, I said, with Emily, my former best friend, with Emily all weekend, finish Spider-Man, then Marvin's Marvelous tomorrow, which is a museum in Michigan, like with a bunch of old arcade games and stuff.
Aw, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Shout out Emily. What's she up to now?
You know, I'm not really sure. I've talked about her before. She's one of the identical twins that I was like really close with in like elementary school. And I remember when I moved, I like tried to keep in touch, and then like we still did Girl Scouts together, and then they quit Girl Scouts, and then like my senior year of high school I met up with them, and I was like, you guys haven't changed at all. Derogatory.
Oh,
like
to you?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Was that like your first best friend? Well, no, because Florida.
No. Well, in Florida I had like a best friend, but like I wouldn't say like I was too young to really be like, oh, this is my best friend, and I also wasn't in Florida long enough to be like, this is my best friend.
Yeah.
I would say, like, my first best friend, her name was Cassie. I just talked about her a couple episodes ago, how she, like, just had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
She was crazy, though.
Wow.
But then after Cassie, it definitely was Emily.
My first best friend was Hannah.
That's my sister's name.
I know.
Oh, my God.
No, I have one memory. Well, I have many, but there's like two main ones I associate. There was one, they had a cat who was giving birth.
While you were there?
Yeah, we were walking home from school, and like her sister was in middle school, so she was already home. And we were like walking to her house because we lived super close to each other, and her sister runs out and is like, Hannah, like, I forget the cat's name, but she's like, she's having her babies. And we were like, what? And so we ran to the house and like,
oh my god,
watched it. And I remember she, like, the cat like birthed her placenta
and ate it.
I think she was like licking it.
Yeah, cats do that.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I was a kid, so I don't think I knew that word, but
yeah,
basically whatever a kid's version of what the fuck is, like,
yeah,
that's how I felt. And I remember calling my mom, like, I think on the home phone, and being like, she just pooped out like a blood sack. Like, and now she's like licking it, and my mom was like, yup.
That's life, baby.
Ain't that just the way? And then the other thing I remember is she had those plastic bowls, the like cereal bowls that had the straw built in. And I always thought they were so cool.
They were so cool. I
never
love
had them.
those.
I'm so jealous, actually.
We had like a whole bunch of different colors. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to best friends.
Shout out to every best friend I've ever had.
Yep.
Even if you're not in my life anymore.
Yep. I still think about you. That's scary.
Speaking of best friends, Rosalind's birthday is today when we're recording.
Yay!
So
everyone say happy birthday, Rosalind.
Yeah, drop happy birthday in the comments.
It'll be a few days late, but I'm sure she'll still appreciate it.
She will. We went out to this bar that's like local to us last night. And like the name of the bar is also the owner's name, and she was like the only lady working there.
It was awesome. I'm actually obsessed with her.
Yeah, it was just so hot.
Yeah, it was really like hot and stuffy, and I was actually like freaking out. Like, I don't know why, but like genuinely being in there was like putting me into psychosis. So I stood outside like half of the time that we were there, just because I could not be in that room. Like, I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah, I will say though, majority of the time that we were there, we had it to ourselves, which is crazy for a Saturday night.
Yeah.
But then there's like a music venue nearby, and I'm pretty sure the show had let out. So then a bunch of people came in after that.
But it was a vibe. It had touch tunes. If you know, you know.
And if you didn't like queue up songs on touch tune, then no music plays.
It was really crazy. But yeah, we set the vibe in there. We got some good tunes going. Everyone was drinking Miller High Lifes.
Yeah, the bartender / owner, she gave Rosalind like earrings, beautiful earrings. Like, she was like, oh, my dancing girl, because Rosalind like frequents that place all the time. It was really sweet. She also gave her like birthday cake donuts, and like made her this delicious drink. It was like rum and apple juice.
Yum.
And it tasted like nothing, pretty much.
I didn't taste it. I should have tried it.
It was really good.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back there more. And
I feel like it sounds there.
Yeah, I feel like it sounds so fun to like be a regular somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I know Rosalind kind of already has that title there, and so maybe I need to find my own spot and not just jack her swag, as they say.
Yeah, they do say that.
But maybe I could just like tag along, you know.
Oh my gosh, speaking of stuff that happened last night, so our friend Marco works at one of the theaters like in Chicago, not like downtown, but like over in our area,
matter.
The Den. Doxing Marco's job, but he works at the Den, and there were like 3 SNL guys came and did a show last night. And Drew Gooden and Eddie Burback were there.
Famous YouTubers.
Like Drew Gooden, one of my top YouTubers. I was like,
He
like that should be me.
Didn't he just make a really good video about like AI?
He did. It was so good.
I haven't watched it, but I saw a clip from it and I was like, oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, I watched it with my sister when I went home last weekend.
Aww, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that, or do you want to?
I mean, there's not much else to the Druid and stuff. But
yeah, it's just cool. It's
just like cool that they were there.
That's just something so fun when you like know a celebrity is like in town.
Yeah, especially I feel like in Chicago, you would expect more celebrities to like frequent the city, but I feel like I don't be seeing celebrities like that.
Yeah. Also, really quick before we go on to your sister's wedding thing, if you'd like to talk about it, I forgot about my new segment.
Oh, I was gonna ask, but I forgot to ask.
Do you want to ask?
So who is what is the man of the week for you?
The crush of the week.
Crush of the week.
Genderless.
Okay.
But it is a man. Again.
Yeah.
So my crush of the week, this is gonna be a little bit controversial, and I don't know if you'll have much insight on it because you don't know who this is.
Okay.
But for anyone who's been watching Love Island USA, my crush of the week is Rob, which is a really crazy poll because is he a good person? No.
Oh.
Is he all that smart? Also no, unless maybe in like a manipulative and evil kind of way. But is he pretty? Yes.
That's kind of crazy.
He is very gorgeous to look at. To me and Bree were going through like all his old TikToks the other day
before he was on Love Island.
Yeah, well I think he was kind of TikTok famous first. And that's how, like, they scouted him or whatever. It's like, oh, come on Love Island. But he's, like, a snake wrangler.
What the hell?
That's his job, to just, like, go save snakes or remove snakes or whatever. He does a lot of work with snakes. And so most of his TikTok page is him, like, just picking up snakes. And, like,
that's
holding
crazy.
them. And But then there's also just random, like, thirst traps, like, intertwined, and him, like, lip syncing, but it's kind of satirical, and he's being overly, like...
So can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What is the point of Love Island? Is it to, like, find a
Have you
spouse?
never watched Love Island?
No.
What the hell? That's actually crazy. Not even UK?
No, I just know it's, like, usually a bunch of people, and they're all put together in the villa.
Okay, in the villa. So, Love Island I think it did start in the UK, but basically, it's a game show. So, the couple that is left standing at the end wins, like, $50,000 or something.
Oh, so it's not, like... They end up falling in love sometimes, but also, like...
You can just play the game and, like, win.
Okay.
But a lot of it is, like, the audience votes. And so I think they do... Like, when they can tell if you're just a game player and not actually, like, in it, like, they don't really fuck with you. They like to see, like, real love.
Yeah.
And I do think there have been some couples that have, like... stayed together like after Love Island and it does like work or whatever. But it starts with like I think it's 5 girls and 5 guys come in and then they immediately have to like couple up.
And do the couples change? Okay.
So they are in their couple for like a few days and then there are either like games to get to know each other, like there's a lot of like kissing games and like dancing games and like just like silly things and like trivia where it's like who guessed the body count or whatever, like
oh my gosh,
silly little things. But then there's also things called bombshells, which are when new people enter the villa.
Oh,
so like
right.
2 new bombshells and then it's like 2 women in bikinis like slow-mo walking in. But they live on this villa. There's a new episode every single day. Except for 2 days. Wednesday there's no new episode, and then Saturday is like After Sun, which is like there's like the hosts are just like recapping it. and it's not actually showing like what's going on on the villa, but like 5 days out of the week, like you just see them like day to day.
That's crazy.
It's and they're like hour and a half long episodes. It feels kind of like Big Brother, like that show. But yeah, so new bombshells will come in, and then there will be recouplings, and then people can like switch out their couples. Sometimes the boys get to pick, sometimes the girls get to pick, sometimes the audience. Like, it's just like the best ever, but there's always so much drama.
It sounds like it.
And like people,
I can't imagine if a bombshell came in and stole my man.
Exactly. And then people like cry because it's so serious. And like this season of Love Island USA is probably one of the best reality show seasons of television I've like ever seen in my life.
Damn.
Like,
what's it on?
Peacock.
Oh, I don't have Peacock.
You can use mine.
Might have to start watching then.
No, like honestly, you should, and it'll be so fun to binge now because there's like 22 episodes, I think. And so you can just watch it all like in a row and see what happens. But dude, it's so like. And there's also, so there's Casa Amor, which is when there's like a whole other villa, and the boys will go there, and then they'll send however many new boys into the girls' villa, and then they'll send new girls over to where the boys are. And then they can choose to either stay in their original couple that they were in, or couple up with one of the new like Casa Amor girls, and that caused a lot of drama this season. Because then
they probably reunite like as a group, and then they're like, who is this?
Yep. And if the girl is like doesn't couple up with a guy, and then the guy comes home with another girl, that means the original girl is single and vulnerable, and she could get dumped from the island.
Wow.
No, it's so like I can't even explain to you like how good this show is. Like, it's addicting. And there's like, so there was a couple, Aaron and Kaylor.
Kaylor?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Insane name, but she didn't pick it, so I'll forgive her.
Yeah.
For it. But they were like an OG couple. Like they coupled up originally like the first day, and had been a couple for these however many weeks. And we're like getting really serious, like never really talked to anybody else. Like she would like talk to the girls and be like, I don't know, like I feel like I'm starting to really like fall in love with him, like I'm really falling for him. And like they're just so close and basically like a real couple. And then they do Casa Amor, and he's like talking to this new girl and kisses her outside of challenges and is like sharing a bed with her and all this shit. And the girls get a video on the phone like of what's going on over there, and Kaylor sees him, like she doesn't even see him kiss her, but like he's like rubbing her feet and she's like sitting on him, and she just like is so like she's sobbing, like devastated.
I would be too. That's crazy.
It's just so like you'd have to watch, and I definitely just like spoiled a part for you, but
that's okay.
It'll still be so good. Like there's still so much more to it. But Rob, back to my crush of the week. There's just something a little like goofy about him. He's very sarcastic. And he dresses so bad. He's worn like the same pair of overalls like half of the entire season. Dude. With like nothing underneath.
Just like jean long overalls.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll have to show you pictures after this, but sometimes he's just like sitting in the light in a specific way, and I'm just like, wow.
I'm gonna look up a picture right now.
You should, if you just look up like Rob Love Island.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have an accent, but I think he's from like South Carolina or something, so sometimes he'll have a little bit of a southern drawl.
I see him with the snakes.
Yeah, he's got like the snake tattoo on his arm.
Yeah.
There's just like something like would it be a good, healthy relationship in real life if it were me and him? Like, no. Like, probably not.
Well,
but if I were sent in as a bombshell on the island, like, would I go for him? Probably.
Yeah.
So, sorry, that was like a very long
Hey, that's
spiel
okay. Like,
about Love Island. If
I
anyone
actually know what it's about now.
Yeah, I got you. If anyone watching like had never heard of Love Island or never watched it before, like hopefully that's a
you're
little
missing
enticing.
out on.
That's what you're missing out. You have to check it out. Like, get Peacock, get that free trial or whatever. Watch it all in a weekend. I don't know how much more is left of the season, but it's so fun to watch, and it's so fun to have something new to watch every day.
Yeah.
I love to consume content.
I do miss having like a show that regularly comes on, and I'm like, my show's on this week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now all I have is like Drag Race All Stars.
Yeah.
But that's not that good this season, and I've talked about that before, so.
Do you remember Euphoria Sundays?
I miss Euphoria Sundays.
That was like really sweet, actually.
I like miss coming over to your apartment and like watching Euphoria with you and all of us being like, oh my god,
Cassie, what the heck are you doing?
girl.
Yeah.
I just realized I was muted.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all. I hope I was not muted for that long. We were just talking about Euphoria from what Suzy could tell. Or what you could tell with Suzy.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe we need to like find a new show that's like a weekly. I don't know. There's like nothing that comes out weekly anymore. I mean, Drag Race, but
yeah, I don't know. Anyways, moving on. My sister's wedding shower was last weekend.
Shout out Hannah.
She's getting married. And like it was crazy just like being at her wedding shower. And also just like so crazy. My grandma was causing drama.
Classic.
She was having a fit over not getting the bouquet or the centerpiece at the table. Yeah.
What's the coolest gift that Hannah got?
Honestly,
in your opinion?
Okay, coolest gift. I got her like a really bougie digital photo frame, so that's pretty cool to me. Mm-hmm. She got awesome new dishware.
Ooh, I love dishware. I got dishware for my birthday last year, and I was so happy about it.
It's beautiful dishware. She also, I think like the coolest gift for her is probably she got a mattress riser for camping, so like she can put her air mattress on top of it. So it's just like not on the ground and like dirty.
That's kind of fun.
Like she goes camping a lot. So.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like she goes with Nick's family.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then I'm going back, obviously not this weekend because it's this weekend now, but next weekend already on Thursday.
Little Miss Jet Setter.
I know.
Travel.
Miss International.
Yeah. Michigan to Illinois.
Yeah, coast to coast, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going back again for my sister's bachelorette party.
Hey.
So not next episode because we'll have to film that one before I leave. But the episode after that, will be hearing about that.
Mm-hmm. Are you excited?
I am. We got like a Airbnb on the lake.
Gorgeous.
It's right outside of Caseville, so right up in the thumb of Michigan. It's gonna be really chill vibes. I'm not gonna say what we're gonna do in case my sister listens to this.
Hannah, turn it off.
But I'll be able to talk about it next episode.
Are you gonna be wearing like matching things?
Yeah, we got matching muumuus.
That's so funny.
We also got matching, or we didn't get matching stuff, but we're all the bridesmaids are gonna be wearing blue.
Aww.
And then Hannah obviously will be wearing white. But yeah.
That sounds so gorgeous. I love a celebration.
I know. It's like so fun to celebrate my sister, like especially I don't know. I know it's really overwhelming for her because she does not like attention, but I love attention. And it was awesome at her wedding shower. Like, I hosted for her. Mm-hmm. So, like, I announced all the games and everything. And, like, all of Nick's family, who I'd never met before, were coming up to me being like, you did such a good job. Aww. Like, this was so fun. And I was like, thanks.
That's so
sweet. Yeah. I'm just also getting more and more excited for her wedding in general. Oh, and on the way to the train station to Michigan last weekend, I left my fucking headphones in my Uber. God. My like nice noise canceling headphones. And I didn't realize until like after I got my McDonald's breakfast and like sat down and like was waiting to board. And I was like, no. But thankfully, shout out to Raul, my Uber driver.
Shout out Raul, the goat.
He was my goat. He dropped him off at my apartment a couple hours afterwards, and Giovanni was able to bring them back inside, and I have them again safe and sound.
That's so nice. He like could have just kept them.
I know. I was so scared. Like, so Giovanni was already at work by the time he dropped them off, and I was scared. Like, he took a picture of them and of like where he left them, and I sent him the money, and I was like, thank you so much, God bless you. And he was like, thank you. And I was scared he was just gonna take them from the spot like after he took the picture. But also like my headphones are like well over 5 years old. Like they're old. Like they're in good condition still, but there's definitely better headphones out there. It's not like they're AirPod Maxes or anything. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have been, like, so pissed. Especially, like, if I had to be on an Amtrak train with no noise-canceling headphones, I could actually kill myself.
I mean,
so
thankfully,
I don't know how you did it.
I had my AirPods because I brought both headphones because I was like, I want to use my noise-canceling ones when I sleep and my AirPods when I'm, like, listening to music when I'm awake. And I just used my AirPods and I was able to sleep, and I feel like it was early enough in the morning that people were still being really quiet too.
Yeah, I just have like nightmare flashbacks to when I was taking the train back from St. Louis, and there was just a family or something on, and the kids were like between maybe 8 and like 14 years old, and they were just being so loud and like jumping and like screaming and all this shit, and I didn't have noise canceling headphones yet, and I think I just had my AirPods, and like no matter how loud I turned it up, like I could still hear them like screaming. And the second I like got home and sat on my couch, I went on Amazon and ordered noise canceling headphones. Because I was like, I'm never doing that again.
No, noise canceling headphones are like the best thing to ever be invented.
And fuck the fuck the Apple Pro Maxes. Fuck those.
Why?
They're just so expensive, and the quality is not that great. My personal recommendation is the Sony XM4. They're awesome. I've never had a problem with it. The music sounds amazing. They're not as cute as the Apple ones. Like, that is the one thing Apple slayed. Like, the design is very, very
I love
slay.
that you can put on the case and everything on the outside.
It is cute.
But I do like the announcing of notifications. Like, because, oh my gosh.
Whoa. What the heck was that?
I'm so sorry. Someone must be home. But I don't think anyone is like coming inside my apartment.
We'll see. We're about to find out.
Roddy.
Oh, I think you're muted again.
Yeah, I muted myself on purpose so I wasn't just yelling Roddy into the microphone.
That's so real.
Hopefully he stops soon because I don't think I'm going to be able to get him to shut up.
Yeah, do you want to...
Roddy! Come here!
Everything is awesome.
So sorry about that, you guys. Oh my god.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Sometimes things just get a little loud, and you know what? This is where noise canceling headphones come in handy. If you had them on, you wouldn't even hear the dogs.
You gotta be quiet.
Aw, he's sorry. I can tell he's sorry.
He's sorry. He knows he's in the wrong. Oh, I can. I can tell he's sorry. I know he's in the wrong. But he's still so bad.
They can be kind of naughty. Oh, yeah, I hear your neighbor upstairs.
Yeah, my neighbor just got home.
Do you ever feel, like, embarrassed when the dogs are, like, barking? And
Yes, dude. So that actually brings me to one topic I wanted to talk about. They finally put up our apartment, like, for, like, new renters to lease it out. Mm-hmm. So people have come and started touring. We had our first tour yesterday, even though there was supposed to be 2 on Friday. They never showed up, and it was just like super inconvenient because Giovanni wanted to take them out on a walk, so like they weren't home and like jumping on the people and everything. Mm-hmm. And like they never showed up, so he just was like waiting outside in like 85-degree weather for nothing.
God. And it just sucks if they don't like reach out and be like, oh, by the way, like we're not coming.
Exactly. Like they
how
just
hard is that to do? Send a text.
Exactly. And then yesterday they didn't show up until half an hour late. So at that point, like I was already back in the apartment because I was like, I'm assuming you're not coming. And then they did come and the dogs were inside. And that's how I was embarrassed. Like they just were like jumping up and I was like, sorry, like they're dogs. And
in case you didn't know, like they're dogs.
Yeah, but we have another tour today in like 45 minutes, probably not even. And we're gonna see how that goes because I don't think I want to take them out.
Yeah.
What I did is I have like an office with a clear door, so I just shut that door at first. So like they can still see into the office and everything, but the dogs are still contained.
Yeah.
Keep them dogs away.
Monster. Lock them up.
Yeah. I think I have one last thing I want to talk about before we get into our game.
Sounds good to me.
And that is, you guys. First of all, saw the new Minion movie. It was pretty good, but it did need more Minions. Number 1 best Minion movie, Rise of Gru. Then it's Minions, like the first Minion movie. Then it's Despicable Me 4. And then I would probably say regular Despicable Me 2, and then Despicable Me 3.
God, I actually didn't realize there were so many movies.
There are a lot of them, but I think this is the last one. Because
I hope so.
I don't think this is a spoiler, but at the end, Gru and another villain in the movie, they're like in a prison doing like a talent show, and all the villains from all the other movies are there watching. So it's kind of like, oh, everyone has come together.
So Avengers Endgame coded.
A little bit, yeah. And it was like the villains from like the previous movies were older, like they had gray in their hair. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. But speaking of Minions though, you guys, I was owed a little bit of money by someone, and
you got it.
I finally got it back, and that money came from my Minion World savings, and now we finally have enough money to go to Minion World. Giovanni and I are going to be going to Minion World next year. I'm really excited because we started saving for this trip like a year ago, and I had just been putting aside like $75 a paycheck, and now we have enough money, and it's freaking awesome.
That is so awesome. I'm kind of surprised you're waiting until next year, but
well, okay, if we went this year, I just don't think it would be feasible because Giovanni only is allowed so much time off every year with his job, and there's already like I'm already going out of town so much for Hannah's wedding. And Giovanni and I want to go to Texas this year because his family's from there.
Damn, family over Minion World, huh?
I thought the same thing. So yeah, and that'll be like we want to go to Texas for Christmas.
Aww.
And then by the time Christmas is over, it'll be
next year.
So
2025.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know, dude. It's like
sick.
already coming up. Like it's already July. Giovanni was like, "Wait, why is it already halfway through July already?"
No, genuinely, what the fuck? Like, actually, how?
Like, what do you mean? Like it's almost Susie's birthday.
Yup.
Yeah.
Love my birthday.
But yeah, that was it. Do you want to play our game now, or is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I think that's good. We can talk about, like, Disney adults another day.
Okay.
We can save that for...
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a lengthy discussion. So
Oh, it definitely
we don't need to
is.
squeeze that into right now. But
Okay.
yeah, let's play our Letterboxd game. Also, I just want to say, I have seen, like, on TikTok and on Twitch, 2 other variants of this game that we play.
Yeah, Suzy sent me one, and I was like, oh.
And I'm not gonna say that, like, I started it and I need all the credit, because I'm sure that, like, I'm just not as creative as I think I am, and it's, like, an obvious idea, and clearly other people are thinking about it as well. But there is a part of me that's like, damn, like, I really came up with this, and, like...
Yeah, I don't know.
And, like, I want the credit. Where's my credit?
Do they also call it Reviews Clues?
No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. And also, it's, like, the one that I saw on Twitch, like, they played it a little different, where it was, like, you see one review, and then you see the year it was released, and then, like, the blurred movie poster. And so it was kind of, like, a different
It seems
version.
a lot easier.
But then on the TikTok I saw was, like, try to guess the film from the reviews, and it was just, like, a slideshow of just a bunch of different screenshots of the reviews, and I'm like, that's my thing, like, give it back to me.
Yeah.
Even though I'm, like, 99% certain they've never listened to this podcast.
Probably not, yeah.
But part of me is still just like...
But when we find out you have...
Yeah, it's over, and I'm sending the SWAT team to your house. That being said, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Also, thank you for Bree for picking out my movie for Suzy.
That's my roommate!
This week.
Shout out.
So the first review is from Kathy. People say white people have no culture, but did you see the bingo and the turtlenecks? Check and mate, sweetie.
Bingo and turtlenecks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then this review is from Hunter. Pretty sure this is how Travis meeting Kylie's family looked like.
Okay.
And then the last review is from Riley. The scariest moment in the movie is when the woman separated the milk from the cereal.
Oh, I've seen this?
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm like almost certain you've seen this.
Travis meeting Kylie's family? Like Travis Scott?
Yeah. But like he's not an actor in the movie, but like they're saying this is what it would have been like.
Right. I genuinely have no idea.
Okay, let me go to the movie and I'll read you another review that like is more obvious, maybe with like an actor or something.
Yeah, I feel like I'm stupid. Like I feel like I should know what it is.
It came out in 2017, if that helps.
Okay.
Let's see.
What the heck?
Childish Gambino saying Childish Gambino's Redbone saying stay woke during the opening credits of this wild ass film was literally iconic.
Get out.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting all the pieces together of the things you said before.
Like white people, turtlenecks, bingo.
I forgot there was bingo.
Yeah, that's like how they bet on like who got the
Jesus
guy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Marnie Michaels.
Oh yeah, I forgot that she's the girlfriend in that movie.
That's so Marnie coded.
It would be like a Marnie ass like family.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to rewatch that. I haven't seen that in a while.
It's a good movie.
Shout out Jordan
Peele.
Mm-hmm,
mm-hmm.
All right. This first review comes from Sophie. Netflix recommending The Boss Baby to me after this finish is like showing someone the Mona Lisa and then telling them to look at a pile of shit. That's not very helpful, but I just thought it was funny.
That is really funny.
The next one is from Lubchansky. Here's the thing. What if a big old guy was your friend?
Is it the whale?
Nope.
Oh.
And then the third review, which this will give it away, is from Karen, who says, please let me pet the cat bus.
Oh, it's My Neighbor Totoro.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier in my head, I was just going, Totoro, Totoro, Totoro.
Yeah, Suzy, when she was picking out the movie earlier, she was like, I want to sing a song from this movie so bad. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just, like, need to say it so bad.
It was. Like, I can't even explain to you guys. Like I would just, like, forget for a second that I was trying not to sing it, and I, like, almost sung it, like, so many times.
And that definitely would have given it away.
Right?
I was just thinking, like, oh, maybe it's something like, I don't know, like Dirty Dancing. Like, it's just, like, an actual pop song that was used in the movie, but that's, like, actually the name of the movie in the song. That's, like, the only words.
But I held it in, and everything's okay.
Yeah, you're so crazy, girl. And now you got to sing the song.
Yep, and everything's okay, and everyone's happy, and life is good, and happy birthday, Rosalind.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Rosalind. Sorry also about my mic going out.
I think everything will be okay.
I think so too. It was only a couple times. Anyway, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Maybe next time we'll have 76 subscribers.
We like have to stop calling out the subscribers in every single episode.
But I think it'll be cute because then when we have like 1 million, someone will like edit this one and be like, look at when they were small beans.
Right. On that note,
all right,
we gotta get out of here.
Bye.